Welcome back. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at how to use duplicate command. We're going to look at how to use copy, cut, and paste command. So we can use this command to duplicate any object. For instance, if you've drawn a shape and we want to reuse that shape, we can actually use the copy and the paste on it. If we want to move, we can use the cut. And if we want to duplicate, if we want to make a duplicate of a particular shape, we can actually use the duplicate command. So I want you to be rest assured as I'm going to walk you through all this in very easy steps. Okay, first I need to design on a clean slate. So let me clear this text box on the screen now. Go to layout, click on it and select blank. Okay, so the second thing we want to do, we have to draw shape. So we need shape to actually demonstrate all this. So to clear your mind up front, using the duplicate copy, we can use it on shape, we can use it on any other object. We can use it on picture, we can even use it on a slide itself. Okay, maybe we have designed something on a particular slide, we can duplicate that slide completely. That means everything that is on that slide, we can duplicate it. Okay, so but let me take it easy. So on the home tab, we are going to draw a shape. So let's just draw a rectangle shape. So let's select this rectangle. So just left click and drag to draw your rectangle. So this is a rectangle. Okay, so let's go to the shape style now. Let's just select one of the color. Let's select this one. Okay, great, that's amazing. So if we need to reuse this now, okay, so instead of wasting time, if you have actually draw a particular shape and then you spend like 2 minutes on that shape, designing it, adding the shape fill and shape outline, you've designed it well enough and you need to reuse it, you can actually simplify the job for yourself by making another copy of it. And how do you make another copy? Very easy. So let me show you the first method to make another copy of this. To make another copy of this, you can simply go to your home tab, click on home tab, look at this arrow facing down beside the copy, click on the arrow and then you can see duplicate. If you click on duplicate, it will definitely duplicate this slide. You can see now. Now if I need to move this slide away, just left click on it and drag it to another location. You can see. Great. So that's the first way to duplicate something. The second way to duplicate something, you use your shortcut key Ctrl D. You press Ctrl D down and press D one time. When you press D one time, it will make that duplicate one time. It will create another version, which is one version. But if you press D 2 times while holding down Control, it means it's going to create 2 versions of that particular object. Okay, but something could happen if you mistakenly, if you press the Control down and you mistakenly hold down the D key for 2 seconds or 3 seconds, is going to duplicate a lot of that object. Okay, so let me show you this because this could happen. Okay, so if you press Control down and you press D down for 2 seconds, can you see what happened? That is 2 seconds. It starts duplicated a lot of that. But now if that is not what you want to do, you have your friend undo key. So just press undo several times so that you can actually undo what you've done so far. So Ctrl Z, 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 Ctrl Z. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, great. So now if I want to duplicate, remember anytime you want to duplicate something, you want to copy, you want to cut, you must select that thing first. So you select that object As you can see, this object is selected. If it's this one I want to duplicate, you have to select it. Okay, so let me do something. Let me change the color of this one. Let me come to shape fill, then let me change it to red color. Okay, let's use dark red. Okay, now this is the one I want to duplicate. Okay, let me reduce the size. I can drag from corner, left click on it, and drag to reduce the size. Okay, let's say this is what I have, and I want to duplicate this. Okay, so just hold down your control and press D one time. Press D one time like this. You can see you have duplicated it. If you hold down, okay, let me delete this. So to delete this one, while this is selected, you can just press your backspace or delete key and it's gone. So now if you need to duplicate, first you have to select what you want to duplicate. Select it and now press Ctrl D. So if I press Ctrl D 2 times, that means it's going to duplicate that shape 2 times. So let's see, 1, 2. You see that? That is 2 times. If I press it again, 1, 2, can you see that? So it's creating like a cool pattern there. Okay, great. So if I need to delete it now, select it, press backspace, select this one, press backspace, select this, press backspace, select this, press backspace. Okay, so I've shown you the first way of duplicating. You select the shape and you go to this place called duplicate. And the second way, you select it and you press Ctrl D. There is yet another third way to actually duplicate. Okay, so let's select this first. Select it. Press your control. I want you to notice something. Currently, the mouse is showing the arrow is showing 4 arrow on the cross, like on a cross, then with an arrow pointing towards that. Now, when I press Control, notice what happened. It changed to another icon. Most importantly, you can see like a small plus with that white arrow. Okay, so this is telling you that you're getting ready to duplicate your shape. Okay, now while the control is held down, left click on the shape and drag it. Can you see we have created another version? We've created another version. If you want it to be straight, now you follow the red line. You can see the red line. When it's exactly straight, if I drag it up, the red line the top will not show up. You can see that. Okay, so like this. I can also move it below like this. You see that? Okay, that's amazing. Great. So let's say this is what you want to do. All you need to do first is to let go of your left click before the control. Okay, great job. That's amazing. Okay, so let me show you how to actually do it again so you get it properly. Select this shape now. Hold down your control key. Now I want to also add another key to this so that your shape can be straightened. Okay, so in case you want to straighten the duplicated shape with the shape you have before, so you press Ctrl down, left click and drag. You can see as I'm dragging, it's actually very free, but if I hold down the shift key, it's going to constrain it now like this. That means I can only move it to left or right. Okay, now let me do something. Let me move it down now. So if I move it down, it can only come below. So when I move it down now, and this when I move it down below the shape now, I can only move it up and down now. So if I try to see now, okay, let me let go of left click and shift first so you can see what I'm saying. Now when I let go of shift, you can see now I have my free hand that I can drag the shape around. Free hand that I can drag the shape around. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so but if I need to straighten it horizontally, hold your shift down. You can see if this is what I want to do, let's go of the left click first before the control and shift. Okay, so that is how to duplicate. That's amazing. Well done. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is how to duplicate a slide. You know, now this is our slide. We currently have one slide. We can duplicate this slide in case we need to reuse it. Maybe we have done something on this design. We have actually spent like 20 minutes to design something here, and we decide to reuse some of it. We don't want to actually start designing from the ground up, wasting another 20 minutes. We can save ourselves some stress by simply duplicating that slide. Okay, so to duplicate a slide, this is all you need to do. Left click on the slide to select it. Okay, make sure left click on it to select it. If the slide is selected, you see like a boss around it like this. So left click on it to select it and press Ctrl D to duplicate. You can see that. Another way to duplicate, right click on the slide you want to actually make another copy of. Right click on it and you will see duplicate slide. That's another way to duplicate. Click on it. Okay, great. Now let's do something remarkable. Let's, on this slide 2 now, let's change the color here, the color here, the color here, the color here. Okay, great. Or we can even say, okay, let's remove this. Okay, but now let's change, go to shape fill. Let's change it to light blue. Let's change this one, go to shape. Okay, so let's change it to this one. You can see what is happening. Then we can also move it around, like maybe we want to create something like this. That's amazing. Then maybe we want to resize this down like this. Then we want to move this here. Okay, let me see if this is cool. Yeah, okay. We're creating something nice. Left click and drag. Okay. Then to duplicate, we want to duplicate this guy to this place. Okay, you can hold down your control and drag, left click and drag, control and left click and drag. Okay, that's amazing. Okay, so move this guy, left click on it and move it to this position. Then we can change this color if we want. Okay, so let's look at if we can get a good color. I think this makes sense. Okay, let's select dark blue. Okay, you can see that now that we have reused the shape that we've drawn. We don't need to do much there. We can actually delete this one if we want, or we can actually make it part of what we're doing. Can just do like this. That's cool. Great. That is just amazing. Okay, so let me show you something. If I need to select everything on the screen right now, that is all the shape that I've drawn, all I need to do, left click outside of all the shape. If you left click outside, left click on the screen, as you're dragging, you're going to notice a box showing up. You're going to drag the box around all the shape. Make sure all the shape is inside of the box, because if any of the shape is not inside, just like this, now the blue and the dark blue and that green is not inside of the this box, it means they are not going to be selected. But any shape that will be selected, you have to drag it to it. Okay, so if you notice very well now, the two yellow will be selected and the green too will be selected because they are inside of this box. Okay, so let me select everything now. So I've dragged to cover everything now. So when you are okay with your selection, let go of your left click now and it will select everything. Okay, amazing. So while everything is selected, you can decide to group them together to be one shape. It's just going to look like one shape. Okay, so to group them together, just press Ctrl G, press Ctrl down and press G key. Okay, like this. So they are now one. This is now behaving like one shape. Okay, so I can move it around as one shape or one object. So just left click and drag it. You can see that is cool. Okay, great. Now what you notice is we duplicated this slide now, and we have been able to reuse what is there to create this version here. You can see that. So that is a way to actually duplicate your slide. That's amazing. Great. So the next thing I want to show you, I've been able to show you how to duplicate shapes using 3 methods. I also show you how to duplicate your slide. This time around, I'm going to walk you through how to actually use the copy and the paste. Are you ready? So let's get to it. So select slide 3, because everything we want to do will be on the slide 3 now. Select the slide 3. Okay, so I want to quickly do something, so let me delete this. So left click on it and press backspace or delete key. Left click on it and press backspace or delete key. Okay, I just want to have one of it. Okay, left click on this and press backspace. Okay, so can readjust this a little bit. Okay, good job. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make a copy of this using using copy and paste. Okay, so to copy something, this is what I need to do. So make sure you're on the home tab and the shape is selected or the object is selected. While the object is selected, you see this box around it. Then click on copy. When you click on copy, the shape, another version has been created in the computer's memory called clipboard. So now if you need to call out that copy that is in the computer's memory, you need paste. Okay, you need a paste. So to paste it, while on the home tab, you can see Mr. Paste here. Okay, so if you click on here directly, and it's going to bring out the shape to you on the screen. So let's see. Click here. Can you see? It has duplicated that shape for us. It has created another version for us. So we have it like this. So let me delete this now. Press the backspace to delete it while it's selected. Now I want to show you something else. So select, we've copied it. Now this time around, click on this arrow. Click on this arrow here. Now you can see that we have 2 options here. We have this option and this option. For now we don't want to go into the paste special. The first option here is to duplicate it using the destination theme. So the theme that is here is going to use where we copy it from. It's going to use all the formatting from where we copy it from. The second one is to create a picture version of this. That means it will no longer be a shape. It will create a picture version of it. You can see it's going to be a picture version. Okay, so in fact, let me select this first so you can see it. When I click on picture now I want you to notice something, that this is showing picture format. When I select this shape now, you can see it's showing shape format. This is trying to tell you that this one is now a picture, is an image. Okay, so let's delete this guy. Okay, so I want to show you another method, and this is faster than the first one I show you, which the first one, which you have to select the shape, you come to click on copy, and it will be saved in computer memory, and you use the paste command. But this time around, we're going to use shortcut key to save our lives. Okay, so select the shape, press Ctrl C to actually save it in the computer's memory, and press Ctrl V to actually make a copy of that. Is that not cool? That is cool. Okay, now I want you to notice something now. I've actually, because I've saved it in the computer's memory called clipboard, I can actually make a copy of what I've saved in any of the slide. So I'm currently on slide 3. If I go back to slide 2, I can make the copy of that I have saved. I can bring it here now. So to bring it here, I can just press Ctrl V and it's in this slide. Okay, now I want to create a new slide now. To create a new slide, just right click and click on new slide. So this is new slide now. If I want to paste it on this new slide, all I need to do is to press Ctrl V, or you can come to this guy here, use this one or this one. But picture most of the time, if you want to your shape, anything you convert, if you convert it to shape, you cannot change the color. You cannot do formatting like change the shape outline and all those stuffs, and shape effect on it. But it's safe if you use this one, or you can use the one here, which is the same thing as your Ctrl V. So click on it. You can see now we have this right here. Okay, so I quickly want to clear something using Ctrl C, Ctrl V, using copy and paste and using duplicate. Okay, so when you use copy and paste, when you copy something from a slide, you can actually paste it on any slide. Okay, so in fact, let's say you copy something from slide 1 and you need to paste it on slide 100. All you need to do is to go to that slide 100 and press Ctrl V to paste it there. That is cool. But duplicate, on the other hand, can only work on the same slide you're working on. So if you're working on slide 1 for an instant and you select this shape, if you press Ctrl D, it can only work on that same slide. But if you want to reuse something on another slide, the better version that you should use is the Ctrl C and Ctrl V. That is copy and paste. Okay, copy and paste will make more sense. But if you're going to make a new version on the same slide, Ctrl D will make sense. Great, that's amazing. So let's go back to our slide 4. Okay, so this time around, I want to show you how to use cut and paste. Okay, so we have the cut and I want to show you how to actually do this. So select the shape you want to cut. So cut simply means you are removing that shape from the slide. So let's see how to do this. While on the home tab, can you see this guy called cut? Okay, press on the guy, cut. What do you notice? The guy disappear. Wow, this guy actually disappeared from our canvas right now. But this guy is actually hiding in the clipboard, the computer's memory. It's hiding there. How do we call this guy out? It's cool. We can call the guy out. So if we need to call the guy out to any slide, all we need to do is to press Ctrl V. Ctrl V will move that same guy in another location. So press Ctrl V. Can you see that? So let's go to another slide like this one. Ctrl V. Can you see that? Let's go to another slide. Press Ctrl V. You can see that? That is cool. Let's go to slide 3. Can press Ctrl V. Can you see that? So cut. Okay, let me quickly clear some air between copy and cut. When you copy something, you are creating a new version of that thing. You copy an object, you are creating a new version of the object. The old object will still be on the screen, will still be on that canvas, that same slide, and a new version will also be there too. But for cut, when you cut something, you physically remove that particular object from the slide, and you place it in the computer's memory called clipboard. If you now need to call it out, all you need to do is to use the Ctrl V, which is the paste command, to call it out from its hiding. That's amazing. Great. Okay, so a quick recap. We look at how to use the duplicate, and we look at 3 methods. We also look at how to use the copy and the paste, and we look at how to use the cut and paste. I believe you had an amazing experience. Okay, so if you take time to go through these, I'm very sure that you will understand everything perfectly. Okay, well done. Kudos to you. See you in the next lesson.